Stodorov. I'm the bronze commander for this incident. So the brief scenario of this incident: on the Saturday of 29th of July 2022, plane which was carrying chemicals crashed at the Cambridge City Airport, and we're attempting to
resolve this incident. That's fine. Okay, Ilya, could you just answer a couple of questions for me, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
First question is, what sort of threats and hazards associate with this incident, please?
So the first threat is the fire on the plane itself. So the fire service of the airport will clear it first, and then our main problem will be chemicals in the air, which could fly to the city with people, and it could be dangerous for health. So we might track the wind and decide what should we do next.
Okay, any threats to the environment at all?
If the wind is towards the fields or forests, it could damage the environment and ecosystem and maybe influence the crops after.
Any likelihood of explosion?
Less likely, just fire on the plane.
Can you think of anything that might change in this situation rapidly that would change your response to the situation?
Toxic chemicals, I think.
Go on.
If we have casualties at the airport or services which are trying to clean this, we need to take them to the Agenbrooks Hospital for cleaning.
Okay, and what I'm trying to get to is what could change in the situation that would make you change your response quickly? You mentioned earlier wind.
Yeah, if the wind is changing, we might change our actions. If it will be going towards the city.
Which part of your response would change because of wind?
We must inform the citizens to close doors and windows. In some areas, we might lead the evacuation if it's necessary.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Ilya. Right, if you could take one of the pens, please. And if you could just indicate with the letters FCP where you've located your forward control point, and then talk to me about why you've located it there.
So we have FCP located in the workshop of the airport. It has all necessary facilities. And
when you say necessary facilities, what are those facilities?
like electricity, shields from the wind, from the rain. They have a direct look at the crash, so they can see it, they can control it, they are nearby it. So I think it will be the best point to.
Okay, thank you. Same pen, using the letters CCS. Could you just indicate where your casualty controls clearance station will be, please?
Our control clearance station, I think we might just take it to the Agenbrooks Hospital, which is not in this map, so it would be better for us.
And why have you chosen that location?
Because it has all the equipment and all the specialists there. It's not that far, so we can put it directly.
How far is it?
It's about 12 kilometers or something.
Excuse me?
12 kilometers.
12 kilometers.
Think about so.
Okay. If you could take a different coloured pen for me. And if you could just indicate on that map where you would like to place your inner cordon, please.
So our inner cordon will be around the plane crash in radius.
Can you just draw it on the map for me?
In a radius about 120 meters.
120 meters.
It depends on the plane.
Why have you chosen that shape and that distance?
So just round circle will be much easier to close it, and all the
Why have you chosen 120 meters as an appropriate distance?
it's medium, I think, because the radius of the crash, all the parts might stay in 120 meters. It's less likely to be someone.
Okay, take a black pen for me. And if you'd just like to indicate on that map where your outer cordon is, please.
I put my outer corner out of the territory of the airport, so we just close on the territory of airport from the look of other people.
So why have you chosen that as an outer cordon?
Choose it because we don't need any other people on the territory of the airport, only staff and services which take care of it.
Do you think that's big enough?
Outer cordon, I think it's big enough, maybe even bigger than we need.
Okay, could you just denote it with the letters OC, please, on the outside of it? And do the same for your inner cordon with the letters IC, please. Thank you. Okay, so you talked earlier about evacuations. Could you show me, if the wind was blowing in a northerly direction, where you believe you would evacuate people to?
So if it's blowing to the north, and I believe the north is, this map is here. It depends if it's blowing to the...
Let's just say it's blowing in a general northerly direction, potentially risking the people in the housing estate that you're pointing towards.
If it's dangerous enough to people's health, we might evacuate them to the nearest hotels or just force them to leave. If it's
So you're going to bring them into hotels in the middle of summer in Cambridge, then hotels that are probably already full?
If they're full. If we cannot afford it, we might build a temporary camp for refugees.
How long would that take?
1 day maximum,
You've got a day,
maybe less, half of the day.
but you've probably got about 30 minutes to react to this, not a day.
Or 30.
We'll come back to that. Any other events or things going on in the area that could change or compromise your response to this incident?
As far as I know, near the lake we have a folk festival with the...
When you say near the lake, what's the exact location, please?
I believe it will be the playing field near the Hinton Road.
Say again?
I believe it will be the playing field near the Hinton.
In the playing fields.
Yeah,
Okay. And how many people are there?
as far as I know, about 1,000 people.
1,000.
Around.
And when does that start, please?
It starts 1 day before.
So what is your plan with regards to this folk festival?
We must evacuate all people.
So are you cancelling it then?
Absolutely, I will cancel this.
And where are you evacuating them to?
The people which came on their own transport, I will just send them home, and people which cannot go back with public transport or anything else, we can put them in a refugee camp. As we
A
thought.
what, sorry?
In refugee camp,
And where is that?
which we're building for people.
Great, where is it?
So it's not on this map. We can just build a temporary camp.
Would it be fair to say you haven't got a full evacuation plan for these people?
Not sure because it depends on the situation.
You understand why these people need you to be sure, correct? You can't say to them on the day, I'm not sure where you're going, can you?
Yes.
So do you have an evacuation area for them or not?
Not on this map.
Okay, that's fine, thank you. Right, just finally, if you just pick up an ambulance for me, please, and you just show me, by placing the ambulance on the map, from what particular direction they will be travelling if they're leaving from Addenbrooke's Hospital to this incident.
It's going north.
So could you just point out to me in the general direction of Addenbrooke's Hospital where it is on that map, or generally whereabouts it is? It's where, sorry?
On the north.
It's north of the site, is it? Okay. And thank you. And if you could just point out to me, take one of the fire engines, and if you could just point out to me from which direction they will be travelling if they came from their main location in Cambridge.
In the Cambridge, I don't know, but I know they have going to Huntington, and they will come from north. And probably for this situation, they will come from Huntington because we need all of the resources.
Yeah, but I understand we need a lot of resources, but I also need to know if you know where Cambridge Fire Station is.
So no.
No idea. Okay, thank you.